YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis XLOI, back at you another episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Month of Madness. Yeah, that's right. It's time for another episode of the show. Take a look at a different deck every day this month of January. Approaching the final week, and we've got ourselves a blast from the past. We're taking a look at the Megalith archetype, the ritual monsters that say, heck no to ritual spells. So we've got our Megalith monsters who are going to be going out into Megalith combos, trying to go first, interrupt our opponent with things like Bethor and things, and close it out with big damage with things like Phaleg, along with our fossils today. We're trying Megaliths with fossils today, because, you know, we're all rocks in the heart, so combining two archetypes that have a little bit of something in common. So we got ourselves our Megalith fossil deck here, thanks to Mr. Matt Hartman, long-time viewer of the show. He made himself a suggestion for today, and I'll just let you guys know, we're down to 2 open slots for the month of madness. So if you want to see a deck, now might be your last chance to suggest something, or donate something if you want to. I think I still got a deck donation somewhere in the coming days. I'd have to look at my notes. No, not at the moment. But you could do that too. But anyway, we're going to be going out in EDO Pro now. We're going to show this deck off and show you how it works, show you the combos and what we do with it. Just have ourselves a nice, good old time with our Megalith boys and girls. And so, as always, the deck list will be down in the comments. Check it out after you smack the like button to let me know that you like yourself some Megaliths. And so let's get right to rolling and rock some worlds. Alright, everybody, our first opponent, another day, another card game. We like to go first with this deck whenever we can. We have the option of going second, but going first is usually the best with this deck. And this opening hand's pretty good. Thanks, you too. Smiley face. Yeah, this guy's probably not going to be letting us have any fun. Usually when people say that, it means that they're going to be playing some obnoxious thing. But I'm trying to be polite. So, we don't get to go first, but this was a nice opening hand for going first. Sometimes such things happen. But we have an interesting opening hand. I've got my main combo for going first. Good old sends you an any level 8 Megalith. You know, Megaliths, they're an interesting bunch. You don't need ritual spells to summon them, although you can with the incantation lineup. But basically, the level 8s you can use to ritual summon monsters from your hand. The level 4s, you can summon monsters from your hand using the monsters on your field. And then you get into full, which is like our best monster, and that's when you get into the real crazy combos. That summons things straight from the dick. Well, that's right. So, it would have been nice going first, because then I would have gotten all my stuff. How many draws? You get only the one. Okay, I can live with that, I think, maybe. Depends on who is being summoned, like we don't already have a suspicion of who it is. Although, maybe? No, wait, no, that's just summoning this thing. Yep, good old Timaeus, the United Dragon. He's so cool, he's a dragon. Yeah, I figured as much. Red-eyes Dragoon. Good old Red-eyes Dragoon, and me without a single Koiju. It's a little annoying, not gonna lie, but it's what we got and what we'll have to do. Alright, drawing into Ophiel's an interesting one. Let me think about this. So, let's bait out the Red-eyes and see where this goes. So we're up against the Red-eyes Dragoon, which is never a fun thing to have to deal with, but one does with one has. One does with one what has. You know, I thought Dragoon was dead, but people still trying to make the darn thing. It ain't necessarily fun, but it's what we got. So we're going to use Phaleg here. If I can get Phaleg on the board, I should be able to beat this guy, though, because Phaleg makes all my monsters bigger. So we'll see how it goes. So we're going to summon Ophiel using our Shenju. Yep. So Ophiel, when this gets ritual summoned, we get another ritual monster from our deck to our hand. And Ophiel, like I said, the level 4 ones, they can use themselves on the board as material for the stuff in our hands. And yeah, my opponent, he's got that one Omni Negate. But he's got high level dudes. Unfortunately, though, I don't have anything. Oh, wait, no. Skullgios can just ram it. You know what? We're perfectly fine. We're fine. This is why we play the Fossil Fusion. We use stuff in our opponent's graveyard to our advantage. Although if he negates me, Yeah, that does make things a little complicated. That does make things complicated. Because now he's 4,000 and I can't just beat over him. Let me think about this. Remind me how Skull Geos works. Does he put things in defense mode? Battles a monster, switch current attack and defense of that monster. Oh, wait, that works. Alright, Fossil Fusion, baby! Using the stuff in my opponent's graveyard to my advantage. Going Dark Magician. Nobody likes your style, Dark Magician. So we're going to summon out our Fossil Dragon Skullgeos. He can switch monsters' attack and defense points. And he can't be targeted by monster effects because of reasons that I can't remember. But anyway, we're going to switch our opponent's attack and defense. Be like, go away. Nobody likes your style. Alrighty. Well, we were able to out a thing. So we got our Skullgeos. He's 3,500. He can't be targeted by monster effects. And he's got piercing damage. And let's see. It does do double damage too, so that's pretty cool too. So we'll see what our opponent can do. Off of that, we don't got much else we can do, although, you know, if we live, we'll be good. All we have to do is not die, and we'll be fine. I mean, he's got another Magician's Soul. That's the annoying thing, but luckily he's blown through some of his good cards. So we got options, we got things. He's got Magician's Soul, but whatever. Whatever, do your thing. Another Dark Magician. None of these are the good artwork, though. The proper artwork we haven't seen yet. Dark Magician has so many different artworks. Who even knows which is the best one, but who cares? So, Magician's Soul, ditching spells to draw more spells, you say. Alright. We'll see. I mean, I don't have to worry about Red-eyes Fusion. That's a good thing. Yeah, Red-eyes Dragoon. I never liked Dragoon. I rarely use the dude. He's not a very enjoyable dude. Branded? Branded was involved here? Add a level 7 or lower, then you got a ritual spell. Yeah, yikes. Yeah, you better be yikes. I'm about to OT. Yeah, you better do something with this, otherwise you are screwed, young man. Actually, he might still be screwed. Who knows? Depends on what he's playing. Does he have a Link Karibo? Well, if he doesn't, then he's screwed, because I do piercing damage. And I do double piercing damage. So, what we're going to do is summon Doki Doki. This is part of my secondary line for, like, the fossil bits. So, Doki Doki, he summons out Weathering Soldier. Weathering Soldier, and he shall make Cross Sheep. You know, Cross Sheep, you don't realize, but when you ritual summon off Cross Sheep, why did I not? Oh yeah, it has to be destroyed. Oh well, doesn't matter. But yeah, basically when you ritual summon with Cross Sheeps on the board, you get to draw 2, discard 2. It's pretty nice. But let's go ahead and wipe out the Magician's Soul. Hardly counts as a first duel, but I got to beat up a Red-eyes Dragoon aficionado, therefore is all good. So there's an instance of where we just had to get over an annoying card. Sometimes you have to do that, you know. Would have preferred going first. I could have done it in a much more interesting way with Bethor and just wiping out his board. But that worked too, because we were able to get rid of all my opponent's stuff. And hell, you don't get to summon Skullgeos every day, but when you do, he just wipes out everything. So that was good for our first duel. Let's go ahead for duel number 2. We'll show off a little bit more the deck could do. Hopefully get to go first and get to show off our going first combo. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go do it again. Well, we don't get to pick, but come on, let me go first, please. No, okay, that's fine. But we got the perfect going first combo hand. All you need. It's all you need is a level 4 and a level 8. My opponent did nothing. Interesting. Alright, well, that's fine by me. I get to do my combo. So let's summon out Manju of the 10,000 hands. That's like a lot of fingers. So we got a Manju, and he's going to get Ophiel. Ophiel's our primary search him up often. Search him off MacGuffin. Oh, actually, we have Megalith. I didn't even notice. So we're going to use Eritron, level 8. He's going to be summoning out Ophiel. We're going to use Ophiel, using our Manju. And we have to do something a little bit different here, because normally you're searching Hagath. But we already have Hagath. So we're going to search out instead a Phaleg for later. Yes, I feel like this is a good idea. So we're going to use Ophiel here. We use its effect on the board to summon out our Hagath. And Haggith is going to search at her spell. Now, there's 2 spells we have, but we want the good one, the Megalith Unformed. This lets me ritual. This is the closest Megalith's had to a ritual spell. Basically, it lets me ritual a monster using monsters I have, but it has to equal twice the level of what I'm trying to summon. But we're trying to summon full, the best of the Megaliths. Here's a goodie. So, Megalith full here recovers one of our dudes. We'll get Ophiel back, because why the heck not? Oh. Well, that's unfortunate, I guess. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's not like a bad thing. Let me think about this. I'm actually going to activate Miracle Rupture. I'm not going to use Full's effect, because I kind of need stuff on the board, so we're going to send another copy of Ophiel, actually. Weirdly enough, so... Now we're good. We're okay. We have our full. That's all we need. I was kind of hoping to search a little bit more, but this works just fine. So we have Megalith full. He's a quickie. He lets me ritual summon from my deck. That's why we got the Phaleg here, so I have something to fuse with. Or not fuse, but ritual summon. You get the idea. But we got our full. My opponent is having some form of deck issue. You know what? I'm not gonna go full Phaleg just yet. I'm gonna smack him with a Weathering Soldier. Why not? I mean, he's a Weathering Soldier. He's gonna go pop, pop, pop to the pop. There you go. So Weathering Soldier will do some damage. We'll end our turn. And our dude does get weaker every turn, and he's not searching nothing because we got all our fossil fusions. But it's okay. I'd really like my opponent, though, to do something. I don't know what his deck is. I've always seen his DD Crow. I have to presume that his deck, like, does something. But for the life of me, I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I kind of want to give this guy a shot to at least summon a monster. I want to show off Bethor. Okay, there's no point in showing off Bethor if my opponent has nothing for me to pop. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of a waste of time. That, if I can just draw another, like, a Senju or Manju, and I can make my Cross Sheep and do some cool stuff there. You know, that's the idea. You know, I'm showing off this deck. I'm trying to, you know, show off as many different combo lines and things I can do. Try and have a good time doing it. And sometimes, you know, you gotta just let your opponent deal with their bricky deck in order to do that. I do not understand what is going on here. What is my opponent playing? Well, he's getting discarded a card, so we get some idea what this is. Oh. I see. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm starting to regret letting my opponent, have anything. Like, so this is Swordsoul? Or is it Fallen of Albaz? Or is it both? It's Swordsoul. Okay. Alrighty. Interesting indeed. I guess I'll go for full now. Yeah, I suppose. So, we're gonna summon out that Bethor. Be like, here he is. He'll get that token, but then Bethor's gonna pop a card for every one of my rituals with a different name in the GY. So, no level 8 synchro for you, if I can help it. You know, I was actually trying to show my opponent some respect, and he drops this old lug nugget of a deck on me. I was just trying to do. But no, he's like evenly matched. Ecclesia. Swordsoul. Alright, well, regardless of that, now we just need to draw into another level 8 or some such. Although I can just use Bethor here. I'm going to summon Phaleg. Phaleg will close it out. She is our ultimate boss monster. 300 attack and defense for everything we have. For every ritual in the grave. Pretty beefy. The longer the duel goes, the stronger she gets. Let me tell you, too many tryhards on this game. Too many tryhards in EDU Pro nowadays. First it's Dragoon, now it's Swordsoul. Yeah. Let me tell you. Just play some straight up and Cummins decks. You know? Play something that doesn't need to just do I don't know. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Who knows? So let's go for full. Let's try to use full's effect. I don't know what this is, but who cares? So we're gonna summon out Failig. Failig will be 4,000 points of booty smack, which is pretty good, pretty good. And let me think here. What are my current fusion options? No. I can make Skullgar. Why not? Let's go for Skullgar. He has piercing damage, which is irrelevant, but it does get rid of the Swordsoul of Moye. Which I think is a good idea to get rid of this thing, right? Blah, 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 blah. This card sent to the graveyard. Yeah. So we're going to use this. And we'll have to get rid of one of our own monsters, but we have spares. Sorry, Hagath. So we'll lose slightly in the attack gain, but it's all good in the end. So let's attack our opponent, and I presume that he's not playing like a mirror force. I don't know what this is, but if it's something, it does nothing. It does nothing now. So we'll attack our opponent. I can't believe I gave you a chance to come back, Swordsoul guy. You should be ashamed of yourself. All right. Well, that was a little bit too quick. Let's go for third duel. Might be doing a fourth duel tonight because we're showing the combos off fairly well, but our opponents, I don't know. They just don't feel like feel-good decks. I want to see somebody try to play Viacroids or, I don't know, freaking Plunder Patrol or something cool. I want to see cool decks. So let's go for third duel. Cross our fingers for a cool deck. A cool dude. That's what I want to see. Alright, everybody. Our third opponent to fight in third. I got some chips. I've got some chips. So let's see what happens. We're going to just take it nice and easy. You know, so far it's been a little too easy. Hopefully this guy can give us some back and forth. You know, I like the back and forth. As much as I like to win the game, I like it when there's actually a game to be won. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, we're going to go first. That's nice. And we open with everything we could like. So let's go for Manju with the 10,000 hands. And just do what we do. You know, we'll do as we do. And I always forget that Eritron's like a quick effect for all these. That is a thing. He is a quick effect ritual. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, we're just going to do as we do. Good old OPL getting my fire. And just keep going. You know, Megalith, when you get down to it, it's a pretty simple bunch. You know, you just go from one statue to another statue. Kind of like playing one big old game of hide and seek. Go from one statue to another, looking for the dude you're looking for. And you just go for broke. So, we'll get our unformed. We'll be like, unform. Ritual summon. And I could just leave Hagath. That is a potential thing I could do. And I could just use Megalith. No, I could use Senju here. I'm just going to summon full. So full's going to go off. We'll get back our OPL, as we tend to do. So we'll get our OPL. Let's go ahead. Use Hagath. Summon the OPL. This way we'll have a whole bunch of monsters in our hand. So we'll get ourselves a Phaleg for later. And then we'll go ahead and full summon out our other OPL using the stuff in our hand. Chumba. And if I didn't need a monster in defense, I could make Baguska, but that is a bad idea. Even if I had the Baguska, it would be a bad idea. So let's get a Bethor for later. We'll get ourselves a Bethor for later, and I could make a, I could make Cross Sheep. That is a very tempting thing. Or I could make Gallant Granite, but then Cross Sheep. You know what? No, maybe next time. I'd rather do Cross Sheep when it's my turn and it's getting ready for like OTKs and things. That's what I would prefer. So, what are we up against? More Dark Magicians? More Dark Magicians. Okay, I mean, whatever, dude. You want to do more Dark Magician stuff? Go right ahead. Do your thing. All right, so that's a Dark Majork. What is this? Chronicle Magician. Target a Dark Magician or Blue Eyes in the zone. 2,500 attack and defense till the end of the turn. Neat. I guess that's neat. I don't know. I mean, that sounds cool and all. I mean, it is a very large dude. But, like, I'm playing Megaliths. My monsters are way bigger. Alright, so let's go ahead and attempt to destroy the Dirt Majork. There you go. We'll summon a Bethor using Bethor, be like, hollow, and then goodbye, you're dead. Just destroy 3 cards. Alright, so unless he's got something, I mean, he's got something. What is it? Super Poly. I should have known. How could I have known? There's no way I could have done that. I'm just joking. Starving Venom Fusion Dragoon, I see. Fascinating. So, what does this do again? Make this card gain attack. Target a level 5 or higher monster. This card's name becomes that monster. Replace it with that monster's effects. Okay, then. I mean, that doesn't really help you, but okay. Oh, he's got the rod. Destroy all opponent's special summon monsters. Ah, that's going to be the tricky bit. That field nuke. Yeah, that's going to be the part that makes this a little tricky. I mean, beating over this is not the problem. The problem is in what do I do after that? Alright, so who's going to be destroyed? He's going to destroy Bethor, surprisingly enough. Okay. Interesting enough. Let Memphis think about this here. So, rank. This only destroys... Yeah. Alright, let me think about this. Let's see. Second attack during each battle phase. Monsters target for an attack. No. Let's see. I could make Numeron. No, I can't really make Numeron Dragon. I can dream about doing it, but I can't do it. Is there anything else that can help? A fossil would be nice right about now. Cross Sheep would let me draw 2, but then I got to discard those 2. So, if everything's gonna die anyway, let's live a little bit. Let's make Gaga Samurai. And then, when you use Fool's Effect, we're going to Ritual Phaleg with Phaleg. So everything gets huge. And I'll go ahead and get back a monster just in case I need it. Which, to be fair, I might need it. Alright, so we'll put everything in attack mode because it doesn't really matter at this point. And we're going to go ahead and use Gaga Samurai so he can attack twice this turn. Not that it matters because, like I said, he's got the Magician's Rod, all that stuff. Don't matter too much. So, we'll attack into the Magician's Rod. You know, we'll just give him a little snip right there. Little snip. And then, yeah, I have to destroy it. It'll suck, but I have to do it. Yeah, because then Starving Venom is just going to blow everything up. Which is an unfortunate thing. Okay, but if I can just draw to Send You or Manju, or my Fossil Fusion, or Miracle Rupture, there's a lot of things I can do to get back from this. Hopefully that's not what I think it is. Ooh, hello. Hello. He only has 1 Dark Magician. Let's do it. Fossil Fusion, baby. I did it to the first guy. I'll do it to you, too. Alright, so what do I make? Let's see. Opponent's turn. Target a monster opponent's grave. Discard a card. Summon it to your field. He doesn't really have anything I would care for. Let me think. Yeah. Using Doki Doki and the Dark Magician. Be like, watch out. I summoned forth Skull Dragon. I still don't remember what effect. Oh yeah, because I use monsters from both graves to summon. That's why I get that protection. I forgot for a second, but then I'm like, oh, that's why. Alright, so we've got ourselves our dude. Okay, that's... I'm really glad I drew the Fossil Fusion And my opponent surrenders. I know it. They lost because they gave up all their life points. That's why. But yeah, there you go. We beat up another Dark Magician player. I don't like to beat up two people at the same time, but there you go. We were able to take out two Dark Magician players. All right. Well, normally I don't like to end on this sort of thing, but I got other decks I got to get finished, so I'm going to have to end it for today. We got to show off most of the deck anyway. Like, the only things I didn't do was a couple fusions, but I think all in all, we did the Megaliths good. So let's go for the end screen, talk a little bit more about this deck and what's coming next. Alrighty, awesome Megaliths, everybody. We did get 3 wins out of 3 duels, which is pretty good. Admittedly, our opponents weren't that good tonight. You know, the first guy was overly reliant on Dragoon. We were able to easily out that. The second guy bricked like crazy. You know, and I only include that one because I gave him a damn chance and he turned around and stabbed me in the back. And then just more Dark Magicians. So we proved this deck can stand up pretty good at Dark Magicians, if nothing else. So it's a pretty simple, easy thing with Megaliths. You just go for full. You start summoning from your deck every turn. It's pretty simple and easy. Failing makes everything big. Bethor destroys everything. We got our Searchers and our little bit of protection that we've got. And then you just go from there. And, you know, we got the Fossil Fusions to do the things that they do. And we've got some nice toolbox of things. You know, Skullgirls was surprisingly useful today. I was not expecting to summon him half as much. But there you go. We summoned Skullgirls, and this big old dinosaur gave my opponent a Jurassic beatdown. So I'm glad for that. So hope everybody enjoyed seeing some Megaliths today. I believe tomorrow, if I got my notes here, tomorrow we're taking a look at Cyber Darks. So I got to get to work on that one. Make something nice and sweet and simple. So hope to see you guys again there. Your boy Memphis is signing out for now. And don't forget, if you enjoyed, smack like. Lets me know that you enjoyed. Consider subbing. Still want to try to hit 530 by the end of this stuff. You know, 31 days in a row is a lot of work. Okay, so thank you for watching. Your boy Memphis is signing out. I'll see you again tomorrow with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Till then, stay safe, stay happy. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you then.